What is up, you all? It is KBC, and I am back with the new cozy updates to the Airbnb. If you like these sort of home decor and lifestyle videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the video. I hope you enjoy. All right, so now that we are in autumn going into winter, I have made some updates to the Airbnb to make the Airbnb a little bit more cozy for the season. I'm in like a cozy season, y'all, where I want everything cozy, warm, textured, layered. And so that's what you kind of see going on right now. So when you think about winter, I like that I have the neutrals like the creams, but I like that also I've added the warmth with the browns back to the Airbnb. So the first update is in this area where the kitchenette and the little, I would say, bistro area. I like that I've added that chocolate brown to the area. And as you can see, I have layered the nice warm kind of neutral and browns together. You can see I have that warm velvet throw on the sofa, and I've added like the chocolate plaid gingham, like I said, or people call it bingham. Gingham is very in right now. That plaid for the winter autumn season is very much in right now. And I like I said, white makes you think about snow, winter. So that is a nice fuzzy effect. I've added on the other side of the sofa that nice textured knit white throw. In the kitchenette area, I've changed some things where I've added the shelving, and I've changed out the little oven there. So I wanted it to be, again, an area where it would be things that the guest or myself would use, or have to have easy access to make things that are quick, or things that they utensils and stuff that they could have at a grab. I like stuff aesthetic but functional. So if they're making tea, if they're making, they need a little stir or a straw to get something to drink, it's there. And then they could set up or make their food also at the little cafe bistro table setup that I have here. Because it's a nice effect. Like, you don't have to go far from the toaster oven to the bistro, or the fridge to the bistro. If you want to make yourself a little snack, you can. It's all quick and it's all good there. But also the warmth from like the copper and the nice jewel tone golds and things is definitely bringing in the warmth and the coziness of the winter, autumn, going into winter season there. And it just makes me feel like relaxed. Y'all know I've done hygge videos on the channel before, where it just puts you in this season puts you in like a slow down, relaxed type of state. So that's what I wanted to convey. And then you guys can see I have my little ambiance with the candles and the nice smells going. And it just makes you think about coziness. You see the cutting boards, that makes you think about baking and that sort of thing that a lot of people do during this season. And it just makes me think about, like, apple pie, sweet potato pie, all that good stuff around the season, and the copper and everything like that. Also pears and things like that. Fruit makes me think about those nice treats that I just said also. So it's definitely a nice layered effect, because during this time too, even with your style aesthetic, you would wear a lot of layers at this time. So fashion and home decor is like hand in hand when it comes to design. It's like a nice layered look, and it's well put together. It's like the accessories in fashion, but when you do your home decor, the things that you put out are the layers and the accessories to your look in your home. So also, what is bringing in warmth is, like I said, like the wood, the rattans, and that sort of thing as well in this area. But I definitely like to do these type of updates and refreshes just to give it a updated look for the season. Also, what I definitely like to do with my style being like modern organic, and also like a little Afrocentric, I like the fact that I have the basic kind of moodiness of the black, but I like that I've added, and it has the modern effect, but I like that it's softened with the traditional kind of golds and the other warm rattans, baskets, and things that I've added around the space as well, because it brings that organicness from the outdoors in. And like I said, I like gardening and stuff, and so around this time it's like the harvest season. You know, the plants and stuff are slowing down, and you can kind of use different florals that represent that in the season, as you guys can see. Now the updates here is, if you have a sofa that's kind of like on a wall, I've added a console table to display my vessels and other greenery, to also add layering around this time. So I feel like if you have that sort of setup as well, that might be a good tip if you want to display some things or to have some things, I would say curated. You can do this as well. And I've also like mentioning the outdoors, bringing the outdoors in, having those twigs that don't have the leaves is reflecting outside, autumn going into winter, or the flowers that are the nice rust tones is adding the outdoors in. And you guys can see, like I said, for autumn, I like to do non-traditional colors that are not necessarily like the oranges and the yellows, but like crimson and the other colors that you would see also around this time in season. And I have also the ambiance coming back in from the candles to make it warm. And it's just balancing the white out, because like I said, white you can use seasonally, but it just makes me think about winter because of the snow and different things. If it snows in the region that you're in, but it makes me think about the winter season. And you guys can see the organicness is coming back when you look at the wood and the rattan pieces, and as well as the window treatments. So this is what we have been working on so far, you all. I am loving that I'm able to not have to consume a lot, but I can just do light refreshes by changing out the linen, the pillow cases and things on the sofa, changing out the throws. It might be stuff that I already have in the linen closet, and give it a nice refresh. And you know, it creates a nice timeless look for whatever season that we're in at the time. And that's what I enjoy about design. It's like you in your own home can create looks that work for you seasonally without having to spend a lot of money to get these particular looks, because you don't have to necessarily go out and get the generic stuff that represents the different seasons of the year. You can lightweight or lightly, I say lightly dust, where you're just changing up the colors, changing up pillowcases and things that you might already have in your linen closet that can create nice looks, or just mixing up different patterns, fabrics, textures to create a nice seasonal look for what you want to convey at that time. So this is what we have this far. I'm thankful that y'all are watching the videos. Like I said, if you like lifestyle and home decor videos, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the channel. We do have a lot of videos to come because there's a lot of updates on the channel that are to come, like the major projects such as the kitchen renovation is coming very soon. So if you don't want to miss that series, go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification button so that you don't miss out on that, because that is going to be a series where it's going to be step by step, where you see the process of that all coming together, as well as other renovation projects in my home. Thanks so much for watching, you all, and I will see you on the next video. Take a look around.